What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Growth and Maintain channel, where we focus on personal development. We live by the mantra, growth and maintain. Elevate your brain to sustain and proclaim the things you want to obtain. But understand, in order to gain, you got to let go of certain things in order to change, or you feel to remain the same. All right, man. Today's topic is focus on yourself. Stop worrying about what everybody else got going on and worry about what's going on in your life. You too busy, distracted by looking at all the people you looking at on social media, worrying about what the next man, what the next girl got going on, that you don't even know what you doing. You ain't focusing on all the things that you could be doing. You're not investing that time into yourself because you too busy worried about somebody else. Stop it. Like, that's gonna hinder your growth by comparing yourself to what you seeing on social media, by wondering, damn, what they doing, or how that's working for them, it ain't working for me. Like, worrying about somebody else is gonna stop your growth tremendously. And I mean that by you focusing on them instead of you focusing on, okay, what could I be doing right now? How could I be using this free time that I have to better myself and to improve in any area that I see fit, as opposed to, dang, I'm just sitting around daydreaming. Oh, I wonder what such and such doing. I wonder what they doing. I wonder how they got that. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop that shit, bro. Like, just worry about yourself. Because I'm going to tell you one thing. Cause one thing for sure, two things for certain. These folks don't give a fuck about you, man. So why you worried about them? These folks don't give a fuck about you. Like, they don't care what's going on in your life. They don't care your problems. They don't care the things you going through. They don't care your situation. They don't care about none of that. So why you worried about it? Like, just let that shit go, man. Don't worry about what somebody got to say about you, because that shit don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't worry about what anybody thinking about you. Don't worry about how people gonna perceive you when you start to move different. Don't worry about any of that shit, man. Cause it don't matter. Long as you doing what you gotta do, as long as you doing what you need to do to improve yourself, that's all that matters. Long as you getting better than you was yesterday, that's the only thing that should matter to you. Somebody else's opinion shouldn't matter. So what somebody else doing shouldn't matter. Only thing that matters is you. Only thing that ever mattered was you. Now, I don't mean that from a self-centered, egotistical standpoint, but I mean that from, you gotta focus on self. On all aspects. Like, focus on yourself, man. Because when you focus on self, you get the results you want. And when you focus on other people, you don't get the results you want because you're trying to mimic something they doing, or you too busy caught up in trying to do it how they do it instead of doing it how you do it. And that's misconstruing your thought process and the way you do things, and that's hindering your growth. Let that shit go so you can grow. Because I'm telling you, man, like, a lot of the things that we think about on a day-to-day basis is not of self. It ain't of our true nature or our true being. It's about something else. It's about something we done heard. It's about something we done seen. It's about something that we want to believe. Man, focus on yourself, man. For real, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't even got too much to say this video, but I just want you to know, like, stop worrying about everything else if it ain't got nothing to do with you. Stop putting your attention into things that ain't helping you grow. Stop watering dead plants if it ain't helping you grow. If it's not bearing you fruit, stop watering it. It's time to move on. Like, stop giving attention to things that aren't benefiting you. And I know I keep saying the same thing over and over because I want it to drill inside your brain. You know, like, stop doing these things, man. I'm telling you. Like, why the fuck you worried about what somebody else doing? Huh? You ain't never just ask yourself that, like, why you always worried about the next person? Huh? Ask yourself that, man. Like, I got to that point where, if you come around me gossiping, I'm shutting that shit down. I don't care. I don't want to know what's going on with nobody else. Because I don't give a fuck about that shit. That shit is draining, man. That shit is a spell and it drains your energy so much. Like, that gossiping shit, that's worried about somebody else. You know, everybody, like, I had to get off social media, man. Like, I always see all this celebrity shit, bro. I don't give a fuck about what Blueface got going on. I don't. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't care about that shit, but everybody got an opinion on it. Everybody wanna butt in. Oh, this my perspective on the situation, which I'm not knocking it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody entitled to their opinion. But ask yourself, why am I really concerned about someone else's life? Why am I really worried about what somebody else got going on? Why am I giving this my attention? Why am I so vested in someone else's problem and situation, and I ain't even giving that attention to mine? I'm not even being that open and vocal to the things that are going on in my life. Why don't y'all sit there and ask yourself these questions, man? Because you need to. You need to. Like, for real, man. Everybody's so caught up and distracted by the things they seeing on social media and by the people that they talking to. Because I know it's a lot of y'all out there that y'all hang around folks and all y'all do is gossip. That's how y'all connection forms, because y'all gossip. Man, cut that shit out, man. Like, for real. Like, who has time to sit around and talk about somebody else all day? If you do, you a damn fool. For real, man. Like, you should not have time to just sit around and talk about people, man. And those are the type of people you got to stay away from. You got to stay away from them people that every time they come around, they just want to gossip. Every time they come around, they want to speak on somebody else and don't even want to speak on themselves. Like, cut them people out your life. I promise you, it will change everything. You'll see a different vibration in your reality. Stop hanging around people that, as soon as they come around, they always got something negative to say. Because if they got something negative to say about someone else, best believe they doing that same thing to someone else about you. You know, so stop. You got to remove yourself from the situations to where you won't even be around that type of energy. Don't even allow people to come into your space if they on that gossip. If they ain't bringing positive vibes, if they not speaking life into you, if they not focused on the betterment of self, if they not on that, why is you allowing them to even conversate with you? Now, I'm not saying like, oh, if they not on that, don't talk to them, because you know some people not there in their journey yet. But you know the type of people I'm telling you to stay away from. Whoever just put that name that just popped in your head as you heard what I said, stop talking to them, man. Like, it's okay to let people go. Like, sometimes you gotta distance yourself from people just to let them know that you growing, that you changing, that you not that same version that they became accustomed to. Like, that is how you grow. That's how you grow away from people, man. You gotta let them know, like, hey, I ain't on that no more, man. Like, that was back then, time changed. It's a new me. You see what I'm saying? So, man, I want y'all to, like, just stop worrying about other people, bro, and focus on yourself. Because you spend so much time focused on every blog post, everything that's going on the Shade Room, everything that you seeing on the social media and Zeus and all these TV networks. What's another one that's on you? Damn, I had it on top of my head, man. It's the Big Fat Podcast. Man, I forgot the name of the network. Revolt TV, that's what it is. Yeah, man, like y'all it took me a long time saying that name. But man, y'all like be worried about all the drama and shit that's going on, man. Focus on that chaos within your mind. Clear that out. Clear that up. You know, focus on clearing out that space so you can move on your path accordingly. Do that. I challenge you to do that instead of worrying about everything else that's going on in the world. Because it's only there to distract you. It's only there to draw your attention onto those situations so you can't focus on your own situation and your elevation. For real, man. But hey, what do I know, man? I'm just telling you some things that you need to know. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all like my video and subscribe. And if you're looking for some rich sauce, also known as Irish moss, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna help reboost your whole body, mind, and soul. You're gonna feel it in your soul. For real, man. Yeah, y'all can click that link below. Use my code GROWTH for $5 off your first purchase. Yeah, and tap in, man. That rich sauce got my skin glowing. It's got my mind elevated. It's got my body just operating on an optimal level that you just gotta try to experience it for yourself. Peace.